Welcome back, everyone. So now we want to use Excel to clean our data set. Let's use Excel to clean our data set. So you can go to data and go to get data and go to from file. Remember, we have a text file and a JSON file. So we're going to bring in the text file first. So from text, like CSV, and it's going to say, okay, where is the data? All we have to do is to go to download, and it's going to point us directly to that data, which is customer account. So we're going to import it, and it's going to open up Power Query. It's going to open up Power Query for us. Then let's try to connect. It's trying to connect. Some Excel file will work really fast. For some reason, they will be slow. So don't load. Make sure you go to transform data because what we are trying to do is we want to make the data ready for analysis. So we need to clean it first. We need to clean our data. So you click on transform data. When you click on transform data, it's going to take you to a Power Query editor. Power Query editor. So this is like a good environment to clean data in Excel. Good environment to clean data in Excel. So now we have just one file. We can bring in the other file from the Power Query editor. All we have to do is to go to new source, go to file, and the file we want to bring in is a JSON file. So we look for JSON and we open it up. We try to locate the file, and this is our JSON file here from download, and we import it. So that file is going to come into this environment as well. And one good thing about this is it's coming as a record because it's customer data. So it has customer information in it. So what we need to do is to convert it to a table. Yes, it's a record. We need to convert it to a table. So on the left hand side, top left hand side, you're going to see convert here to table. All you have to do is just click on it. When you click on it, then it's going to open it up. It should open it up. So it's going to give you a dialog box. Then you click OK. You don't have to do anything to the dialog box. So here is giving us an indication that yeah, you can access your data by clicking on these double arrows that you can see. So it's a good practice when you have customer data in this format because you can easily apply privacy cautions before you even use the data. So here we can say we don't want to see the first name of the customer, the last name, we don't want to see their phone number. You can look at the data set and say, what else don't we want to see? Private information, right? So if you're good, then you can click OK. So all what you're going to get would be data that is useful for your analysis. You don't need names for the analysis. You don't need their phone numbers for the analysis. There's no insight you're going to get from private data. So we're going to go back to customer account. Let us start the cleaning process. So the first thing that we've done, we've ensured that we put privacy caution in the data set. So the customer account, the first thing we have to work on is to format the data formatting. So here we look at customer ID, we try to check, okay, this is O number. The moment you go on this, on the um, column, you're going to see data type here and it's showing whole number. Is it whole number? Yes, because customer ID is 1234, so that's an example of whole number. So you can go to loan amount and it's saying loan amount is whole number. Is our loan amount whole number or is dollars? It's in dollars. We want to put it in the right format. So you can click on this and change it to currency. So it's money. Change it to currency. And it's going to change. You can say replace current and it's going to change into dollars. You can also do the same with the current balance. It's in whole number. You can click on the left hand side there and change it to currency. And it's going to do the same and say replace. All right. So this looks ready. We have customer ID in the right format, which is whole number. We have the loan amount and currency in the right format. One of the things that we can also do here is we can remove duplicates. How do we remove duplicates? We just need to click the arrow. You can see this arrow here and you can go down. You're going to see remove duplicates. So you can click on that and it's going to remove duplicates automatically by working with customer ID. So if we have maybe 11 and we have the same customer appearing twice or 3 times, it's going to take it out automatically, which is good. The next table that we want to do some cleaning, want to tidy our data is this. So here we have customer ID, and on the left hand side, you will notice this is not all number, it says any number. We don't want it to be like that. We want it to align the customer ID that we have in the other data set. So we can click on it and say change to whole number and it's going to change. So you can see it move from left to right. Then we have gender, we have years of experience. Years of experience should also be in numbers. So we can click on that and change it to whole number. And we have salary, salary should be in currency, and we have this. So when you look at this data, you will know, okay, something is in the right because we have categorical data, and categorical data would not work for our analysis. So we need to change categorical data into numbers, into numeric data. So how do we do that? What we have to do is to add a new column. So let's do that. We're going to add a new column and we're going to customize that column. So we customize that column and we label it gender binary. So, and all we have to do is to input a formula. And someone asked me in class, oh, what if we don't know the formula? What are we going to do? You can, in this day and age, you can use your Google or use um, artificial intelligence tools, AI tools for you to generate formulas. So you're saying if gender is equal to male, then 1. If not, put 0. So what this statement is saying is if gender is male, then use 1 to represent male and 0 otherwise. So you can click OK, and this is going to add a new column. What you can do is to move this column next to the gender column just for you to do a quick check. So where you have male, it should be 1. Where you have female, it should be 0. And you can also do another check by clicking on this, and it's going to tell you I have just zeros and 1. And also this also aligns by having female and male, which is good. So you can do the same with this um, column as well, which is marital status. You go to custom column and you're going to say, okay, marital binary, and you can say if. So you just look for the marital status. If marital status equals married, I'm just going to use married, then 1 else 0. One thing you should do is you must be mindful of how you are transforming your data. If you're mindful of how you're transforming your data, then you'll be able to uh, use it during your interpretation. So I'm just going to click OK. And here you can easily check and say, okay, married must be 1, single must be 0, and yeah, and that's it. So the next thing we are going to do is to remove um, columns that we feel we do not need anymore. So you can remove the gender column. Remove, just click on remove, right click and click remove. And here marital status, you can also click remove. So now we have our data set. We have the customer ID, we have agenda, which is binary. You can make sure it's whole number because it's zeros and one. You can also check the marital status and make sure it's whole number. It must be 0 and 1 so that we'll be sure that we do not have any error in the data set. So that's how to clean the data. When you clean the data, the next thing we're going to do is for us to merge the data together. We need the data to be together. So for you to merge the data, which is like integration, you have to look for combine. So this is where you can see combine. You go to merge queries. So we're going to merge queries. Why is it calling it queries? You can see on the left hand side say you have 2 queries. So your tables are looked at as queries. So it's saying you have this query 1 and it's customer data. So the second one is going to be the customer account. We want to merge them. And this is where it's going to ask you, how do you want to merge it? And I'm going to say, use customer ID so that you will know customers. If customer ID here is the same thing as customer ID here, so that you can give the loan amount and correct balance to customer one. And you do that to all of the customers. So that's the left outer merging that this is doing. So you just click OK. And you do that, you're going to see that now you have a table. A table has appeared here, and you can click on this and say, okay, what do I need? Because I have customer ID here, I do not need customer ID again, so I can uncheck that box and say, just give me loan amount and current balance, and I'm going to click OK. And now I have a complete data set with customer ID, the agenda in binary format. I have their years of experience. I have their salary in dollars. I have their marital status in binary format. I have loan amount in dollars. And I have current balance in $100. So if I'm happy with this, I'm just going to go here and click on the arrow below and say close and load to. Close and load to. So, and it's going to ask me, do you want to use new worksheet? I'm just going to click OK and say yes. I'm going to use this. And it's going to populate my Excel file with the data set. It's going to populate my Excel file. So now you can see I have my Excel file. I have the data set I want. So I'm happy with this. And one good thing is I can visualize my data from this. I'm just going to give you one example in this. I can go to insert and go to pivot table and pick from this table range. And I'm going to say, yes, I need it on a new worksheet. So now I have my data ready. And like I said, because I have um, my data in numerical format, so I can do a lot with my data. One of the things that I can do is I can know, for example, average loan by gender. So I can say, let me know if men get more loan than women, right? Average loan by gender, average loan amount by gender. So here you'll notice that it's giving us some of cost the loan. No, that's not what I need. I'm just going to right click and say summarize values by average. So you can change it to count, you can change it to average. So I'm just going to click on average and loan amount men 4940 and average is 5316. So it means uh, women get more loans than men. That's what this is saying. I can also say, okay, I want to know average salary, for example. I can also say, no, I don't want average salary. I want to know how many. So I want to know how many customers, the count of customers by gender, something like that. So I can bring this in and say I want the count of customer by gender. So I need the count. So it's going to give me count of customers. So I'm just going to change this to count and say count for me. So you can see when it's sum, it's different when it's count. So it's going to take customer ID and count one by one. And it's saying we have more male than female in this data. So men are more represented in this data. And you can even go further by saying, okay, I want to view this uh, in a chart. So how many men do you have? How many women do you have? You can create a pie chart and have a look at it and do different things. So and here is saying gender binary, but you know what you have. You can edit this and say, okay, I'm going to put one as male and zero as female. So you can do that. So that's it. I want you to explore this and know some of the things that um, these data some of the insight that this data can reveal. Insight from data. That's what we're going to um, do. So and when you do this, so I'm just going to minimize my data set.